Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to my playthrough of Pillars of Eternity. When last we left, we had just received a massive info dump from Lady Webb, and we have got a mini-quest to go out and investigate some disappearances. So that is what I will do now, is check those disappearances out. I feel like I'm constantly getting sidetracked here. One of the people that we've got to look through for is in Brackenbury. I've got to find Eliga, and I have no idea where she is. I hope she's not in the asylum. Oh wait, there we go. Eliga.
Good day to you.
This dwarven woman is dressed and perfumed like a member of the nobility, but her sun-reddened skin and sweat-stained outfit suggest she's been out here for quite some time. Afraid I don't have time just now. I'm investigating Kendall's disappearance. Her eyebrows rise. That little Orlin finally got serious about the case, eh? Dunryd Row is strapped for resources at the moment, so Curran sent me. Well, I'm glad someone's on it, she rolls her eyes. Anyway, I'll tell you whatever I can. What do you need to know? Tell me about Kendall. What's to tell? He was a pretty young lad, not the brightest of the bunch, but always pleasant company. And how do you know him? We met up from time to time over the past few months. It was just a fling, really. It wasn't going to last. She picks at the corner of her sleeve and looks away. He was a little fool. What a sweet little fool. And what was he doing before he disappeared? The worst blazing rendition of the general's speech from the Widow of the Wood that I've ever heard. I loved that fellow, but he was a tragic failure, yet somehow he managed to get in with an acting troupe. When and where did you last speak to Kendall? A week ago. He came back to my house for a bit of fun. Afterwards we fell asleep, and when I woke up he was gone. No note, nothing. Had you noticed anything different about Kendall lately? He'd started hanging out with a bunch of actors. Seemed alright, except for that woman. That woman with her long, willowy legs and slender arms always came around wearing these low-cut dresses and impossible shoes. What was her name? I know who she's talking about. I don't know. I never cared to learn it. I didn't realize it might be important. Alright, that's all the questions I've got. And looks like our acting troupe and the woman with the house with the locked door is being implicated in something. So, that's the same woman that I just robbed by stealing her cache of goods from under the actors, from under that theater in the middle of town. Where do I gotta go next? Supposedly Orland's Gift or Copper Lane. Let's go to Copper Lane next, because I've already been there. And it won't be opening up an entirely new area.
We'll fare better if we get some sleep.
Yeah, everybody wants sleep, but I'm busy investigating shit. We can sleep when the sun goes down. Laura's in the market, I think, so let's head over there. Alright, another ship lost. This is like, what, the town crier or something? Please move along. Here's Laura. Always good to see a familiar face. How can I help you? I'm looking into some disappearances. I hear your sister's gone missing. Hi. Laura's voice drops to a whisper. I didn't think anyone would help me. When Cora disappeared, I tried Dunryd Row, the Crucible Knights, even the dozens here. I know no one had time to look for a missing girl then. That was 3 weeks ago. If there's anything I can tell you that will help, just ask. Tell me about Cora. She's my younger sister, always had a head full of dreams. She was convinced there was something special waiting for her, that she'd be remembered and happy and important. She's got plenty of heart, but not the commitment to match. Still, when she got that theater job, I thought she was about to turn around. What was Cora doing around the time she disappeared? She'd just gotten into this acting troupe called you know this, Concentrate. The Revel of Stars, that's it. She was pretty inexperienced. I think that's why she was so excited to get a role. I'm afraid I don't know anything else about it. When and where did you last see your sister? She was at our house getting ready for her big performance. That was 3 weeks ago. Did you see Cora with anyone when she disappeared? She is very sociable. She's always enjoyed crowds. I'm afraid I can't narrow it down beyond that. That's all I need to know. You don't know how much this means to me, just to know someone's actually looking for her, and it sounds like we've got 2 people pointing their fingers at the theater troupe. And if this could get any more obvious, it would be ridiculous. Next we will head to Orland's Gift, which I have not been in yet, so we're probably going to be spending some time uncovering things on the street. I will see you when I get there. Well, I have arrived in Andra's gift. Let's see what we have to offer. Abandoned house, Coughling's house, abandoned house, Otta's house, Heritage Hill, a Valian Trading Company, a ramshackle house, lighthouse, and the Salty Mast, which is where the brothel is. Let's head there. Not seeing any named people thus far. Oh, here we go. Grab his purse and go. And it looks like some people just killed someone. This man's fancy clothes are ripped and blood flows from a fresh cut above his eye. He tries to push himself up, but his arm is shaking. He winces painfully. What happened? Yeah, leave him on the ground. Just what happened? He carefully dabs at his bloody nose with a silk handkerchief. I was just on my way to the club. He slowly stretches out one leg, grimacing at his scraped knee. It's a rough part of town, but the rabble's never been violent. Even a night with a collie isn't worth this. He limps away. Well then. Let's head on inside. I can follow up on that later if he's not too concerned.
Nothing like this in Gilded Vale.
Alright.
Just Wallaroo of the Milkmaid. She knew what she was doing.
Alright, thank you for the commentary, Eder.
Visit new lands,
Maya.
see the sights. I do love travel.
Now to find a home for my other staff.
Is everybody in the group going to make a comment? Okay, here we go. We've got Ollie, that's the person I'm looking for. The man is at a table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite bench as if waiting for someone. He reeks of alcohol, and he moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. This table's taken. Find another. He spreads his elbows on the wood and pulls his drink between them. I got some questions about Lendry. His face twists into a confused scowl. What's it to you? Lendry was your friend. The least you can do is answer a few questions. Yeah, fine. You don't have to get your small clothes in a knot about it. So, what was it you were wanting with Lendry? Tell me about him. He spent most of his time here drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He didn't volunteer details and I didn't ask, but he had a working man's hands and a working man's taste for drink. When and where did you last see Lendry? Right here, getting drinks with me. He slaps a spot on the bench. Just like we have every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't actually tell you much about him, and I think he preferred it that way. That's probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was going to find a steady job, clean up, have another crack at the respectable life. I told him in that case he could buy the drinks. That's when she showed up. Who's this woman you're talking about? A real fancy lady. Name's Lumdollas. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend time with a woman like that, but Lumdollas, she was falling all over Lendry that night, left with him too. Where did they go? She said they were going on to see some frilly performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. She said they just had to pick something up at her house in Copper Lane first, some cozy little place by the northern gate. Even a drunk like me knows what that means. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over at the amphitheater in Copper Lane. That's where she said they were going to see their show. Maybe someone there saw her. That's all I need to know. Right. Let me know if you find him, yeah? Because that bastard owes me a round if he's found the good life.
Eh?
And there are plenty of people to talk to in here, but I will talk to them later when I fully investigate this entire area. I am going to Copper Lane to question Lumdollas. Maybe at the point of a blade. I have no idea.
He may have returned a drunk or an invalid.
Maybe. But the search for Persock is just as important as what I find.
Is that right? And what if you return empty-handed, huh?
I never return empty-handed.
Damn, man, Durance is kind of a bastard. That's why I kind of like him. Okay, I've got enemies sighted, assassins. let's deal with this shit. Holy fuck. There is an entire massive group there. We have to do something here. This looks like a rough spot. Go ahead and get shit, let's get consecrated ground up. And let's drop what can I use? Noxious Burst? No, that's not what I need. Yeah, that's what I need. Let's put Noxious Burst right about here. And, yes, let's hope that does... Let's hope that does something. Okay, we'll immediately try to heal. And drop another AE on those people somewhere. Alright, delay of motion, which we can drop over here. And slow them down. Put Eder into defensive mode. And we will start my Barbarian Rage. Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Give me a sec. Well, I gotta tip one of them down. Let's get this assassin next. Doing a little bit better now that we've blunted their initial attack. Let's get try one of these, I guess, on these three up here. There's two up there, because it looks like one of them just took themselves out. Boom. Did my main just walk up over there? Yeah, fuck that shit. Alright, so the guard's just gonna walk in and walk by, right? This guard, not even bothering to attempt to intervene. He's just like, oh, big melee in the middle of the street. Got better things to do. Yeah, come on and help me any time, man. Okay, the assassin is badly injured. Let's try and knock him down. Come on. Try to actually get it done. Oh, fuck. All our people about to die again. We gotta get on this one that's on my ranger, but let's get this guy down first. Alright. Get this assassin down. Maybe I can just paralyze him. Epic caress on him. Oof. Hey, this is rougher than the last boss fight I went into.
So much for you.
Well, Sagani is about to go down. All because we can't take this assassin down. Can we knock him down? Well, there goes Sagani. Oh, she just got knocked down. She actually died. Come on. Okay. Now we can just clean up here. Damn. A random rough fight in the middle of the street. I wonder who sent these guys. Alright. Any clues? Scrawled note. Written on this scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you're known to have associated with in your brief time in Direwood. Alright, that doesn't tell me much. This looks like all shit that I can just drop into my stash, so I'm going to do that. And these people... Novice's Grimoire, we'll drop that in my stash. Well, it looks like we're going to immediately turn around and rest up again. That was a short excursion. Walk outside and start getting my ass kicked immediately. Them's life in the big city. Alright. And then I wake up and immediately have to do stronghold shit again. Western Barbican is complete. Let's go on to the next one. What do we have? Towers, South Curtain Wall, West Curtain Wall, Craft Hall. Let's get the Craft Hall. Now that I have the actual money for it. Yeah, I like having a stronghold, I just don't like how kind of bland it is. Oh, off to face Lumdollas. Again. Let me ask you a few questions. I was wondering if a woman named Cora was part of your group. I can't say I recognize the name. That's odd. Her sister said she was part of the Revel of Stars. Maybe, but what should I know about it? My work requires great focus and attention. I don't have time to coach every young amateur who joins our troop for a week. I suppose I can spare a moment for a fan. I'm looking for Kendall. Apparently he joined your group. No experience, terrible actor. Sound familiar? I'm not sure who this Kendall is or why you would malign our talent, but rest assured that we have a process for evoking a satisfying performance from even the most inexperienced players. Ollie said his friend Lendry was last seen with you. That drunken Andra's gift. Men flatter themselves when it comes to the attentions of a beautiful woman. The pallid knight herself could waltz into that bar, and he'd believe she was there to sit on his lap and listen to bawdy stories. Sagani turns to you, her eyes wide with mischief. That reminds me. Have you heard the one about the fisherwoman and the long-finned ice sucker? Perhaps I should tell it another time. I'm just analyzing the facts. And the facts are that one of us stinks of cheap ale and desperation, while the other has a long and illustrious career. Consider well which is the more credible source. Surely there's something else you can ask about all this. I am but a humble actor. You're connected to 3 recent disappearances that you claim to know nothing about. Then what else do you expect me to say on the subject? If you'll excuse me, I have a performance to attend to. The young man steps up next to you, his gaze fixed on the other actors, his voice low. Meet me in Lumdollas House. I know what's going on. Well done indeed. And it seems like I need to go to Lumdollas House, which is just up here. Up here somewhere, where I will meet you there. And I'm at Lumdollas House. Let's head on in. Because apparently she keeps her front door unlocked. Dangerous thing, you know. You never know when a group of armed mercenaries may be waiting inside to end your suspicious deeds. Or, you know, just to rob the place. Well, I'm here. There we go. A young man appears before you, trembling and excited. You, I saw you with Lumdollas, by the amphitheater. Look, I don't know what your business with her is, but I want out of this mess. I just came by to grab my things. Just let me leave, alright? Let's see what you've got to say for yourself first. Cadell reaches slowly into a satchel and produces a small key. This opens the door behind you. There's a passage in there leading down to a theater. It's easier for you to see it for yourself. Since I've helped you, I want your promise that you'll leave my name out of this. First time I've ever met an actor who didn't want his name on everything. All I care about is preventing another disappearance. What you did before is irrelevant to me. But thank you, and good luck. He doesn't look you in the eyes. Let's head on into this hidden theater. Assorted plays from all over the world fill these shelves. Got a couple things I can loot. Couple more things I can loot. I'm looting the hell out of her. Oh, what the hell is with this font? The Blacksmith Knights, a short history of the Knights of the Crucible.
A simple test.
Unlock this and see what she's got back here. Ooh, gold. Yes, I will take that. I will take that. I will take that. Nestled between tin helms and breastplates are a handful of daggers that feel too sharp to be props. Alright, let's quick save and then head down into the quote-unquote theater. Alright, and wow, this is interesting. First of all, let's see what's in here. A flail? Jesus Christ. A scarf? A simple silken scarf is crumpled on the filthy flagstones. Essence radiates from it like a heat, and the closer you get to it, the more you feel a confusing mixture of joy, surprise, and pain. You hold the scarf and focus on it, and the world around you shifts. Something about you shifts too. The smooth fabric is still in your hands, but you're in a small yet cozy house, and Laura is looking from the scarf back to you, asking if you like it. She's smiling because the answer is written on your face. That was 4 years ago, but you still wear the scarf on days like today. After all, you wore it the first day you met the actress with silvered eyes, so who's to say it won't bring you luck again tonight? It's nestled around your throat, soft and warm and comforting. You're halfway through the third act, and you can feel the audience's eyes on you, hungry and attentive. You were nervous at first when the woman brought you down here. You wondered what kind of show you'd signed up for, but this has gone better than you could have hoped. You reach the end of your monologue, and the scarf tightens about your neck. It chokes the final line from your throat, which is embarrassing because your debut is going so well. But when you try to pull the scarf away, it only tightens further. You're confused, and you look at the audience, expecting someone to rush to your rescue. Then you see their eyes and that hungry, attentive look, and you understand. The stage fades to black. The scarf falls from your hand and flutters to the ground, but Cora's soul lingers, stuck between a familiar token and a question. It wants to know, but it wants to retreat. Clinging to an empty dream will only bring you pain. You have to find a way to move on. The soul is still for several seconds before fading back into the fabric of the scarf. Lumdollas emerges from the shadows, her silvered eyes glowing in the darkness. Well, well, if it isn't our friend from Dunryd Row. You're a monster. Okay. What do you want? She gives you an appraising look. I have a proposition. I'm listening. I stage my performances for certain wealthy patrons. One in particular would make a valuable catch. You agree to a truce, and I'll give you his name. Explain why this is a better deal for me. Think of it this way. I only feed a demand. I'm offering you the man whose money and connections made my performances possible in the first place. Alright. I'll do it. Yeah, let's do it. We can take them both down. Excellent. The man you're looking for is Lord Gaterman. Find him in Brackenbury yourself or report him to the authorities. It makes no difference to me. Now it's time we made our exit. I've got a more dramatic ending in mind. Because, you know, I don't need to deal with these people. Alright, let's get, wait. Okay, I was just making sure that wasn't my main. We'll go ahead and get Vigorous Defense up. Our main... Where is our main? Oh, Eddar's back there, so that is my main. Why is RPG Crawler up front? Holy fuck! Why was RPG Crawler in the front? It almost ruined my day. Alright, now we can do shit. Let's start with that noxious burst. We can catch all these people. And Durance is going to run up here and start with the way overpowered consecrated ground. Yeah, RPG Crawler's taking his beating. Let's get some sort of siphoning thing. I had some sort of siphon, didn't I? Yeah, the corrosive siphon. Let's drop it right in the midst of these people. Once more, get everybody onto this front line here. Durance can heal everybody, but he's going to wait on it for now. It looks like I've got almost enough to sing a song. There we go. There's our 4 stanzas. And we'll pop this up to paralyze these guys. Oh shit, they're in the back. Let's move up. Then we'll go ahead and paralyze them. And this should be fairly simple after this. Trying to move up and take these guys out one at a time. Oh, I cut that guy into chunks. That's hilarious. Oh, there goes Lumdollas. Paralysis really helps. And then this last actor. Boom. Alright, looks like that's the end of that. Let's head back to Dunryd Row. Actually, let's grab this ring of protection real quick. Anything else I need? No, everything else is just it's just basic. I'll grab all their shit. Head back to Dunryd Row and turn in this quest, or I can go to Brackenbury and find out about that lord. Let me see what's next. Okay, I'm gonna return to Curran.
Hey,
this
you
chair
think we
sucks.
could get another dog? Keep this one company? Just a thought.
Edder the ever hopeful. I love that. Alright. Up to here and talk to this guy.
Good day, stranger.
Back with news, perhaps. I found the missing people. Yes, you would have been all over Defiance Bay since last we spoke. What did you find? They were all murdered. Certain wealthy theater patrons have been paying to watch performances in which actors are murdered. One of the foremost members is Lord Gaterman. There we go. The last one. A lot, actually. A woman named Lumdollas has been staging performances in which actors are murdered. Lord Gaterman is one of her most prominent patrons. Something's big. I knew it. I'll send my men after them right away. Things got messy, I'm afraid. Most unfortunate. No doubt they could have enlightened us with many intriguing connections. We'll just have to gather what we can from any remains you've left. You've been a resourceful investigator, and your shrewdness has helped resolve a most troublesome case, and saved many lives, I'm sure. I'm glad I could help. Oh, there's something else. Lumdollas had an associate named Cattle. Indeed, then I shall see that he is brought to justice. Thank you again. Glad I could help. As am I, and after all you've done for us, you deserve some compensation. Ah, pleasure doing business with you. Farewell, and may you find success in your other ventures. Moderate positive. And that, I guess, is that. Although it seems like I should, like, tell these people what happened to their next of kin, but fuck that shit. It looks like that is over. And I think that is as far as I'm going to get in this episode. So this has been Pillars of Eternity. If you like what you've seen, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more of this and other role-playing games. Until next time, take care and goodbye.